Hey dolls, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be super exciting. This is going to be the perfect DIY beginner friendly summer style. And y'all, Miracle Knots has me in a chokehold, okay? But this one was even better because it took half the time and it's also removable. So I can't wait to show you guys how we did this, but it's so versatile, so lightweight, and I literally think you guys are gonna love this. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So shout out to CurlsQueen for sponsoring this video. I will be showing you guys the hair, but before we get into that, this is the little care package that they always provide us with: a silk bonnet and also a detangling brush. Now on to this hair. So we're doing Miracle Knots first. So I'm showing you guys the feather crochet pieces that we do our normal Miracle Knots with. All good, right? But we're not just doing any kind of Miracle Knots because we're doing it with a Hemp wig. So this is a removable wig. It has combs, elastic bands, everything you need to put it on and take it off as needed. So this matched the feather crochet hair perfectly, and I'm just ready to install. So we need to watercolor this hair first because my hair is not this color. So I showed you guys how I did my bleach baths before in my previous videos, but it's super simple and fast. This took me no more than 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding. So if you want to dye your hair really fast, all you need is your powder bleach, your volume developer, depending on how light or dark you want your hair. In my case, I'm using a 10 volume because I wanted it to be just a very dark chocolate brown, a wide tooth comb, some hot water, and a bucket. And you can achieve how many bundles you want. You don't have to worry about laying out a trash bag and dyeing these things one by one, having to do all the foil and cleaning up all that mess. Like, that's really doing a lot, especially for bundles that's more so all the same color. You're not really doing highlights. So this was 15 minutes later, probably less than that, because I wanted it to be really subtle, and that's what I got. So I followed up washing the hair out, doing a deep condition, and letting it air dry. And this was the following day. Hey y'all. And the hair came out so good. Oh my gosh, I just love this chocolate brown subtle look. On top of that, it matching my natural hair perfectly, considering I have a rinse. So on to the fun part. Let's get into installing. So you're gonna see me using my ear as a guide, and I'm going to part off that section of my hair because that's all the hair that we're gonna have out. We don't need anything else out. So just a little food for thought, you can use your ear as a guide. Everything behind your ear will be braided up, as you guys can see. So I'm not doing no type of cute braid down, honey. This is supposed to be a quick, easy style. 2 dookie braids, and I didn't even sew them down. I didn't have the time. I did bobby pins, and that's all. But make sure whatever you do under your wig combs can secure onto them and not slide out easily, okay? Now onto the Miracle Knots. I just had to make sure my middle part was nice and straight, and I went ahead and did one side of my braids first. And as you guys can see, I have 5 braids going up and 4 braids going across with a little piece in the back to flap back ways when I put my wig on. You don't have to do that, but that's what I did. I figured it would be fine, and it actually was. So this is a little part right here. And one thing I learned about doing these Miracle Knots is sectioning and prepping your hair is key. This literally makes it go by so much faster. When you're prepping and you have your hair planned out like the rows, you can just breeze through it. It doesn't look like you have a lot of work because you've already prepped it for the braids. So as you guys can see me doing here, I'm sectioning off my rows first. I had 5 rows on each side, and this is going to be my guide for my brick layer boxes. So once I parted off everything, now I can go in and section off my hair as needed, depending on how big I want my braids to be. And depending on your hair density, you may have to do smaller boxes, because if your hair is thicker and you want your braids to be smaller, you may have to do more boxes than me. But for my hair density, I was able to be just fine with this. So if you guys saw my other Miracle Knot video, I did not feed them in. I didn't do any like rubber band method, and I'm also not tying knots on these feather crochet. That is a no-no on this channel. So I'm gonna do a knotless Miracle Knot install, so you guys can see me doing my boxes, but I'm not braiding all the way down. I'm leaving some hair out because I'm going to feed in those feather crochet pieces to the end of each of these braids. So I'm going to feed in 1 feather crochet piece to each of these braids, and then I'm going to do the knotless installation method throughout the rest of the braid, and you guys are gonna see that later on. But I was breezing through this. I was literally so excited because I knew I was technically almost done. But I'm using my braiding conditioning gel on the roots, smoothing it out with a comb or my edge brush, and just making sure as many flyaways are down as possible. And I'm not going throughout my entire braid with that braiding gel. Though it's conditioning, I just didn't need all that product throughout the entire braid. So I had already did my prep and my leave-in conditioner and moisturizers prior to that on my strands. Now that we're done with all of the braids, this is how we're looking. And now it's time to install the feather crochet pieces to the end of these braids. So the piece of the feather crochet is so thin, it's so easy. Even if you don't know how to braid, you can do this. So basically you're getting the thread part of the feather crochet piece, splitting your hair, your natural braid in 3 as normal. But since the feather crochet is 2 pieces, you're putting the piece of the feather crochet on each side of your natural hair and using that third piece, which is your natural hair, and just braiding it down. And I go more into depth with this on my other feather crochet video, my first time doing it, and I was even shocked at how easy it was for me. So I'm going to show you guys another example right here, a little slower. So I'm splitting my braid in 3 and I'm putting a feather crochet piece on each side of my natural hair and just continue to braid down as normal. And once you get towards the end of your braid, you want to keep braiding under your natural hair at least an inch so your braid won't unravel. So since we're not using rubber bands or doing a knot on our hair, or even using glue on the ends of this hair to make sure the braid's not unraveling, using that edge control and also braiding down at least an inch or 2 from where your natural hair ends will help secure that braid and avoid it from just unraveling, because we don't have anything securing the ends of these braids. Now y'all, I had about 17 braids on each side of my head. After feeding 1 crochet piece at the end of each braid, this was all I was left with. So I was getting a little concerned because I had to make this stretch on the whole front part of my head, and I just genuinely didn't think that was going to be enough hair, but we made it work. So this is how I originally planned to install the rest of these feather crochet pieces throughout my head, which was also the only knotless method that I was confident and really familiar with because I did it in my first video. But honey, we don't really have enough hair for that method this time around, because this required me to put 1 strand at the root and then another strand in the middle of the braid. And that just wasn't going to cut it this time around. So I needed to make 1 strand stretch through multiple parts of my braid. So this is the method that I tried and tested this time, and she saved me. I'm not even gonna lie, she saved me. Okay, so I'm pulling 1 piece of the feather crochet side through the braid, and then I'm going further down the braid and then pulling it through the braid again. And you can see that this was also a knotless method, and it covered more of the braid than just having it at the root. It was able to cover the root part and also a little further down to add volume to more parts of the braid, since we don't have a lot of miracle crochet pieces to put throughout the braid this time around. So this worked perfectly. And both methods are super great if you want more fuller hair and doing less work. Definitely go with the first method if you have enough hair. But with this method, it does require a little more work, because on some of the braids, I did have to go through and feed the braiding hair through twice just for extra security. The first method I know is 100% secure from my experience, but with this one, I kind of felt like if I pull or comb a little too hard, that little piece was gonna slide right out. So I did go ahead and do this 3 times. As you can see, I literally had to pull it 3 times just to make sure she's not going anywhere. So yeah, it's a little more work, but it worked for me today and it looks fine. Like, I'm just happy that I had enough hair to cover my head. And also I didn't have enough hair to cover every braid. So I was actually so pleased with how this came out, considering that every braid did not have another piece crocheted in. And that's the beauty of curly hair, because it's gonna get the job done. And you guys would have never known that if I didn't tell you, because you can't tell. Now on to the best part, the star of the show. We're about to install our half wig. Like I said, she already comes with 4 combs, elastic band. It had another elastic band. I had to take it off. It's so much security on that wig. Okay, I had to take some security off. But the installation of the wig was so easy. Just slid those combs in at the top, on each side, and also at the bottom, and use that built-in adjustable strap to instantly get this wig to the size of my head. And y'all, it was so snug and comfortable, and look how seamless this is looking. You don't have to worry about blending any tracks or blending your hair to cover tracks, because how this wig was constructed, they flipped the hair on top of the track, so you can't see anything. So I'm just prepping my baby hairs to lay them down while I define my curls. And this is how the hair looks with absolutely no product. Like I stated, I washed and let this hair air dry, and this is how it looks with absolutely nothing. So on to the last step. We are gonna define these curls, and I'm going in with my water, my dimming brush, and also a very lightweight foaming lotion. I didn't want anything sticky, anything heavy on these curls, because I wanted to do multiple styles and I didn't need my curls to be restricted, holding in place and all stuck and all that. So I'm using a Cream of Nature foaming lotion, and this felt so good on this hair. It defined the curls very well, but it didn't make it feel heavy, sticky, or restricted, like I said. And I was just loving the whole process of this. I was a little concerned that these miracle knots were not going to hold up, because this was a new method for me, but they were still holding up even with me detangling the hair and putting the mousse. And even with this brush, it's a little harsh, but none of my braids came out, none of my miracle knots came out, no hair came out, and we were all good. So I was excited to see that it was holding up, considering this was my first time doing this method. So I just continued to do the same thing to the other side, define those curls, and then once I finished, I let these curls air dry for about 30 minutes. It really didn't take any time because this hair wasn't heavy at all. But once that was completed, I finished the rest of the job off with my diffuser, because I wanted my curls to still be nice and defined when I'm experimenting with the different styles that I want to show you all. But I tried to get it as dry as possible. I cut off some of the straggly ends at the bottom just to even it out a little. And that basically concluded the entire install. We're done. And now we have a versatile miracle knot install. And it took no time. Under an hour and a half, and I'm able to do so many different styles with this look. This style with the claw clip was just so cute, so doll, and I'm just able to experiment with so many things. Like, I was just trying different hairstyles because I was able to. Like, I'm not able to do this with just miracle knots. I love my miracle knots, but I mean, knowing that I can do this too is just so amazing to me. Who thought of this? Actually, who thought of this? Because this is actually really smart. But you can do a flip over, you can do 2 ponytails, and you can also do a half up, half down. Who knows what else you can do? This is just what I tried, but you don't have to worry about covering the tracks, so you can really do whatever you want to the front of your hair. So yeah, y'all, I mean, I really don't have anything else to say. If you guys are interested in this hair, make sure you check the description box below. I will have a discount code for you guys as always, and of course I will have everything linked in the description box, all the products and everything as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my future ones. Bye guys. Mwah.